How do we learn and how to take the steps necessary to begin things? I'm really beginning to loose ball these builds without any real structure, and just the excitement of making a video and just the idea of what I want to talk about is more than enough. And this goes out to the whole topic of today's video, is that if you have an idea and you have the excitement, okay, battery saver, got it. If you have the excitement behind it, that's all you need. How do we learn? Place yourself in the place. Place yourself in the place. Body learns. Centers, energy centers in the body absorb information, not just your mind. Your right receptive mind swallows like an infinite ocean. And the subconscious archives the experiences and nuances of frequency that you pick up in the place that you've placed yourself. It stores nuances of frequency into your aura and the Akashic vault, kind of like your cupboard, your invisible backpack that's accumulating forever. Akashic vault of infinite blueprints for later use. This can be called your pocket dimension, and therefore we are portal wizards. We are portal wizards. So this is the same with new projects. Let's say I want to make a new course. I got an idea about what it's going to be. I know the title, I know the description, I know how many lessons it's going to have, I know what I need to write about it, what I'm trying to convey, how long it's going to take, for example, stuff like this. And I get excited, like, yeah, I'm going to publish it, I'm going to draw a nice thumbnail, I'm going to publish it, people are going to buy it, people are going to listen to it on Insight Timer, they're going to get I'm going to get feedback, I'm going to interact with people, it's going to be amazing. And the process of creating the audio course, using my voice to record it, and then listen to it, and then knowing that it's like a prayer. Every video that I've made, I have almost 1,000 videos here on this channel. Every one is a time machine, a time portal. It's a prayer for the future. Somebody in 10 years might open it up and my voice is going to echo through 20 years into the future and somebody's going to get value from it. So all these things come to mind, and then if I allow these types of thoughts, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Oh my God, it's going to be 64 lessons. I'm going to need to write descriptions for everyone. I'm going to need to put it up on my website. I'm going to need to do this. I'm gonna whatever. I need to clean this up first. I need to make everything. Also, I'm a graphic designer for almost 10 years and more. And I'm an artist for over 20 years. So I have this strategic part of my mind that has aesthetics, always, branding, consistency with content. Everything has to have a style. Like a brand, right? Like my Instagram needs to look a certain way. These videos need to look a certain way. There has to be an intro and an outro. Perfect website, all these things. The more I let go of all this, the creative process is so much more fun, so much more flowy. So I need to clean this up. I need to arrange this. No. Just start creating. And things you never even thought of are going to open up to expand on the idea. There's going to be people adding in, coming to help you. When you decide to walk the path appears. If you remember the old Indiana Jones movie, I don't know which one it is, but he comes to this final temple. So he comes to this place, this final place where he's like on one side, and on the other side is like treasure, and there's a chasm. There's not like a hole, a big hole. And he remembers a sequence of steps or whatever it is. And he needs to trust. There's nothing under his legs, but when he steps forth into this chasm with humor and sarcasm, you need some sarcasm to get over life's chasm in order not to get into a spasm, unless a spasm is fighting through it. He needs to take a step and believe, and then the step appears and catches his foot. So this is what I'm talking about, right? You start creating, you go to the place. Another thing. Many of you might remember schooling and education where if you were made to pay attention and like remember this and this and this and this, you just stress yourself out. But if you're just there in the classroom, just sitting there and absorbing through the body and through the back of your mind, the receptive mind, you come to the test, you not knowing where it's coming from, you just know the answers. Or you know how to do things, not exactly to reproduce exact sentences, but you learn the things you were supposed to learn, which is how to do things and how to think, not exactly what to think. So also when you're learning things, and I want to put this in the context of you coming onto my video, many of you don't even, I bet that I can really bet a lot of stuff on this, is that a lot of you that are recurring people on my videos, you don't actually care what the title is, and you don't care what the thumbnail is, and most of you don't even care what the length of the video is. You just play it because you know that just being here for 15-20 minutes, your body's intelligence is getting things. You're getting light codes. I'm just a transmitter anyway. I'm translating Gaia. I'm translating the heavenly realms. I'm translating the underground mycelium network of mushrooms coming through you. I'm translating the principles of archetypal life strategies. And whatever the title is, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. What I'm teaching you is what I've learned yesterday. I've gotten codes from the birds, the butterflies, the bees, and the trees. Or whatever you like to call it. The dolphins, the ocean. Oh yeah, the ocean. I'm giving you actually straight nourishment from the ocean. The ocean of emotion, the current sea of our currency. Because my routine regularly for the past maybe 7 to 10 days is a swim right before this video. So I'm just picking up all the etherics from the waters and just giving it to you. So place yourself in the place and you will learn. You don't have to, the point is, you don't have to burden your mind with making notes, making yourself remember things. Just by listening to me, you're getting so much more than just information. You know what you're getting? Your heart is mimicking my heart's rhythm. My rhythm of speaking and breathing, you are learning that. The silence between my words and the silence and peace behind my words is influencing you as well. Some people have loud voices and loud energy. And I know you recognize that I might have a loud voice at sometimes, but the energy is very silent. You can feel that whatever I'm talking about is like a small speck informationally compared to the vast infinite depths of my inner ocean behind it that we're not even scratching the surface of with all these videos, because there's so little that you can put in language in 10 to 15 minutes of a video. That's why working with me as a therapist, as a guide, just by me engaging with you on a Zoom call, immediately you're getting things. You're getting things you don't even know you're gonna get. And you don't know what you're gonna get until we get on that call. Because I don't know what I'm gonna give you until we link up our energy fields. Energy fields. So this is about learning, right? This is about not being afraid to start learning new things just by opening yourself up to them, being there, being receptive, not worrying if you're going to remember. How are you going to know? No, nah, no, none of it. So just start creating, and things you never even thought of will open up to expand on the idea. People will come to help you. When you decide, the way will then appear. If you get excited about an idea that you want to bring into this world, this is enough. This is all you need, because this is the highest motivation anyway. If you get excited and you got the idea, but then slowly, the more you are not engaging with it, the more the mind goes into, oh my God, this is going to take 2 weeks. I'm going to have to clean this up. I'm going to have to put it on a website. I'm going to have to market this. I'm going to have to blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to eat and watch anime and not do any of it. And this happens to me as well. I just learned to not allow it to prevent me from ever doing it. And I shorten the time. I go like, oh my God, I have to do all these things. And then you know what? I'm not gonna even start. I cut open my watermelon. I eat the watermelon. I go for a walk. I go for a swim. I do the dishes. Everything is immediately more important. But I've learned just to start. Just start. Just sit there and say to yourself, I'm gonna do 15 minutes of this. And when you do 15 minutes of this and you become the action, you realize this is why I actually got excited. But you got to break through that initial thing. Every single time I go swimming, every day, the first 5 seconds, the water is not pleasant. It's not pleasant. You were in your comforting blanket for the last 8 hours. You woke up. Okay, it's sunny. It's beautiful. It's still summer in many parts of the world. And the water is amazing, you know when? After the first 2 minutes of backstrokes. After 2 minutes of swimming, it's so warm. But the first 5 to 10 seconds, especially when the water goes up over your balls, and when it goes up to your lower abdomen, the kidney area, oh my God, that place is so sensitive to heat and cold. Those places. Your ass, your balls, and your kidneys, very sensitive to the cold water. And those places are like, nah, you don't need to go swimming today. Nah, you know what? It's fine. But every single time that I go through those first 5 to 10 seconds, I'm like, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. My body's like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please do this every day. Why are you not doing this every day? Please do this every day. Same thing with breath work. The first 15-20 minutes of breath work can get so unpleasant because you're actually cleaning out the stagnant air, the digestion air that has accumulated through sleep, and you're clearing out stuck emotions from yesterday, from sleeping as well, from the food that gets digested, everything, from dreams, from thoughts you've avoided, from things. But after you break through the first 20 to 30 minutes of breath work, it's like once again my body gives me thoughts and gives me impulses of, please do this every day. Please, just endure the first 15 minutes. So endure the first 15 minutes. If you get excited, that is enough. That is all you need. That is the highest motivation anyway. Everything else will come, and then release the image that the creation does not have to be exactly like you imagined. It many times gets even better. So if I hold on to the idea of how some of my creations, my courses, and these videos especially, because this is just, I got notes on my phone, right? I got stuff that came out yesterday when I was doing breath work in the forest. And in the middle of the 30-minute breath work, I'm like, open the phone. Right. This is going to be a video. Just write. All right, channels. Right. All right, channels. That's it. And now I have a certain kind of framework, but I have no idea what's going to come out when I start doing this. I start talking about Indiana Jones. I start talking about what this or that. I start talking about experiences that I remember from. So I have the basic framework, and I have the excitement that I want to do this. And this is all you need. And it ends up being even better because it's in the moment. It's just energy coming out. So it will even get better. I'm going to end this off. Don't shit in your own mouth by not even trying. Don't piss in the well from which you draw water. Push it till the screws come loose. You don't want to come to the end of this and have any regrets. Not that there's an end if you don't want it to be. Everything is a decision. Even death. We're basically immortal. And not even in the spiritual sense of woo-woo. Your spirit is immortal. It is. But you can take care of this body for way longer than you've ever been told. I'm gonna end it with, it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. So cheer up, my lads, so cheer up, my lads. It's better to have loved and lost. If you want one-on-one coaching and guidance, therapy, relationship coaching, guidance and therapy, families, businesses, harmonization, organization, elemental, archetypal balancing, breath work, fascia maneuver, open up the body, open up the emotions, anxiety, depression, I help shed addictions of any kind. Fill out the form below to get considered about joining my new group that's going to get formed over time. Join my free Telegram channel. Follow me on Instagram. Donate through my PayPal if you wish to support me. Buy my audio courses. They're all reduced from $100 to $30. There's bundles. There's everything on the website icreatelines.com. Subscribe, comment, like, comment. What would be a good comment prompt for this video? How do you learn the best? Comment. What is something that you have struggled with in the past that you put yourself out there and realized it's not even that scary when you actually start doing it? So, it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. So cheer up, my lads, so cheer up, my lads. It's better to have loved and lost